Welcome to A Plus Pilates. Today we're going to work on your front kneeling splits. So we're going to do some exercise to warm up a little bit your body, and then I'm going to teach how I like to progress on this exercise. So it can be from beginners all the way to my maybe intermediate levels. So let's start here doing your footwork to warm up a little bit your legs with 3 springs. I have two springs and one resistance band because I do here have some resistance band. So 3 or 4 depending on your level, thinking that we want to warm up, want to get the connections as you do your footwork. So let's go. Lie down on your back. And I'm going to start with your 10 toes on the bar and Pilates V on your feet, heels together, toes apart. I want to connect your arms on the carriage, so we're pushing shoulders, elbows, and hands into that mat. Raise your heels, engage your core, inhale to prepare. Exhale, push the carriage out, straighten those legs all the way, squeezing a little bit together. Inhale, bring in. So when you bend your knees, I want your knees as wide as your shoulders, more or less. So careful to don't go too wide. So that goes knees stay in alignment with your toes. So you don't open your toes too wide. You don't open your knees too wide. Inhale as you close the carriage. Exhale, you push the carriage out. Let's do 3 more times just like that. You scoop that belly in. And always when you push the carriage out, squeezing those heels, squeeze your legs together, connect your midline. Let's close the carriage halfway. We're doing some pulses. And very close to the body, move the carriage 1 inch in, 1 inch out. Lengthen your spine, shoulders down. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the carriage out. Lower and lift your heels as low and as high as you can. Keep your Pilates view on your feet. Keep focus on those connections. So your footwork now, besides warming up your body, is the time that you're focusing on yourself and to connect your muscles on your powerhouse. Just one more time, and you're gonna lift your heels all the way up, bend your knees, close the carriage. Keep your 10 toes on, just parallel your feet, raise your heels again and push out as you breathe out. Bring it back as you breathe in. Again, I want you to have your 10 toes on the bar. And we're thinking that your weight is in between big toe and second toe. So careful to don't turn your ankle out and bring the weight to your pink. Again, toes, heels, and knees in alignment here. Let's do 4. Focus on your core again. 3, lengthen your spine. Keep look up towards the ceiling. Keep your head and cervical spine in neutral. 1 more. Let's pulse again close to the bar. High heels. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the carriage out. Tendon stretching. Heels again up and down. Scoop that belly and breathe out every time you lower your heels. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you hold it down. Let's hold for 1 deep breath. So belly in as we inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Tight your abs, pelvic floor muscles, close your ribcage, empty your lungs. Then you raise your heels, bend your knees, close the carriage. Arches on the bar, legs and feet together. Wrap your toes on top, tuck your heels under the bar and push out as you breathe out. Focusing again on that midline connection, you squeeze a little bit your legs together. 3, scoop that belly in. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep your legs together. 8, 9, 1 more time, and we're doing pulses again, close to the bar. 10, 9, 8, lower back in neutral. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the carriage all the way out, bring it all the way back home, and now we can have your heels on the bar. Doors flex your feet, toes are pointing to the ceiling. Push out as you exhale, bring it back, inhale. 9, 8. Chest is open and proud, belly in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, and pulses. Close to the bar. Squeezing a little bit your legs together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the carriage out. Bring each shoulder back home. Second position, one heel in each corner of the foot bar. Knees and toes is slightly pointing out. Let's push out again as you breathe out. Bring it back as you breathe in. Again, chest is open and proud. Shoulders away from the shoulder blocks. Even if you're touching your shoulders on the shoulder blocks, you don't want to tight your neck. You don't want to hold yourself with your shoulders on those shoulder blocks. Scoop that belly in. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and we are pulsing close to the bar. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the carriage out. Bring each shoulder back home, and now if your legs and feet together again, as close as you can run, we are running. Raise your heels, push the carriage out, and let's run. Keep your pelvis stability, keep tight your abs, pelvic floor muscles, connect your core and powerhouse muscles. And we do have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your heels, bend your knees, close the carriage. Now we're gonna get up, and if you can do a teaser here, we do a teaser to come up. If you cannot, that's fine. You don't have to do a teaser, just engage your core to get up. Now we're gonna remove one full spring, and we're doing your Eve's lunge here. You're gonna be standing on the side of the reformer. My foot on the floor is more or less in alignment with my foot bar. Both hands on the foot bar, left foot's on the shoulder block. Make sure that you flex your toes there. You don't bring your toes under the shoulder block. You can try to push your heel to touch the shoulder block. And I want to bend your standing knee, keep your chest open, and then extend your standing knee. Bend and close the carriage. So you bend your standing knee, then you push the carriage straight in that leg. Kind of like, that's very for beginners, or you can use it as a warm-up too. When you push the carriage first, bending your standing leg, I want to feel your hip flexors on the leg that's on the carriage. Then as you extend this leg, I want to feel the back muscles on this leg. Let's do just one more time here. Scoop that belly in. You could go to 10, but since we do have a few different positions to do, I'm gonna walk to the other side. Always safer if you have space to walk. Beginners, you know, it's easy to move the carriage, so sometimes they want to go across the carriage. Might be in a group class a little challenging. Flex your toes there, knee down, the foot's on the floor is in alignment with your foot bar. Bending your standing leg, feel the stretch on those hip flexors, and then extend the other leg, feel the stretch on the back of your leg. And you close the carriage back to your side position. Here, I'm locking my elbows to help me to feel more my hip flexors. You scoop that belly in, core is still engaged. And use your breath. You can deep exhale, pushing the carriage out, and deep inhale as you close the carriage. One more repetition. If you need to, break the breathing and do half inhale, half exhale as you push out, and half inhale, half exhale as you bring in, that's also an option for the one that you just did. Now, keeping the same springs, you're going to stay kneeling on the carriage. And for the ones that are afraid to bring the foot on the bar or don't have enough flexibility, they could have the foot on the platform. I always want to try here first. Push your hips forward. If you feel your knee that's on the carriage, sometimes just, adjusting your knee position helps. If you do have any pad to make it softer, you get the pad. Now we're gonna focus to push your hips down and forward and use your right, or the leg that's on the bar, and extend that leg. You go as far as you can. Important here that if you can extend your knee all the way out, you don't want to rotate your pelvis. So you want to keep your pelvis in a square facing the bar as much as possible. Let's do 3. Scoop that belly in, quads engaged, shoulders are down. I want you to be careful to don't round your spine and push your hips back. You're pushing your hips forward. So that's how we're going to feel the hip flexors on the back leg. 2, just 1. I have my arch here on the bar. Always holding the body with your hands. And 1. Close the carriage, switch legs. So again, like we did the one standing on the floor, the foot goes with your toes flexed on the carriage. So don't bring your toes underneath the shoulder block. Push your hips forward, open your chest, shoulders down and back. Engage your core. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Push the carriage out. Back as you inhale. And we're doing 5. 4. Shoulders down and back, belly in. 3. 2. Excellent. Just 1 more repetition. And 1. Let's close the carriage now. I'm keeping the same springs and we're going to go standing. So hands is still holding the bar. I'm going to stand up more or less on the middle of the carriage. Then I'm going to place the foot on the foot bar and the back foot are going to jump, walk, or moving my foot towards the bar. Hips are down, chest is open. So I moved the carriage a little bit already. Now we're going to focus on my front leg. You're going to push the carriage out as you breathe out, back as you breathe in. Keep your hips down. Same as we did before. If you can extend your knee all the way out, careful to don't rotate your pelvis. Your pelvis in a square all the time. Belly in, shoulders down and back. Last 1. Close the carriage. Then you're going to bring your foot down. Carriage is back home. And you're going to place the other one on the bar. And you're going to place the other one on the shoulder block. For now, we're keeping that high heel on the shoulder block. We do have another position when you start to remove your hands from the bar. Right now, we're going to stay right here. So push your hips down, almost like in a single leg plank. And push the carriage out as you breathe out. Bring it back as you breathe in. Shoulders are down and back, belly in. Don't twist your pelvis. Pelvis in a square facing the foot bar. We have 3, 2. Now last 1, you push as far as you can. Excellent. Close the carriage. Both feet on the carriage. Careful as you step down. Stay seated. And that is our front split kneeling on the carriage. How I like to build up. We did standing as well. So we start on the standing and then little by little, as this client or as you get stronger, you're going to start to remove that hand. That's going to be for another video. Great. So let's stretch a little bit the neck before I finish. Some people tighten too much their neck, so gentle on the head here. The other hands down, shoulders down and back. Switch. Now both hands behind your head. Close your elbows, bring your chin on your chest. Just your head and neck going forward, shoulders are down and back. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through your mouth. And we're done. And if you want to take more classes like that, check my Pilates library. The link is here. Just click the link below and you're going to see it. Go there and enjoy the class. I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.